Welcome back to Paper Highlighter, your late-night reality TV gossip fix. Buckle up because the 90-day universe has completely lost its mind this week. First up, what happens when that safe space bestie chat ends up on national TV? Loren thought she was venting to Elizabeth in confidence about Alexei, feeling body shamed, worried he's out at bars alone, maybe looking for attention from younger women. Then suddenly, those texts are not only in Elizabeth's hands, they're in Andre's mouth, blasted out in front of millions. Fans are calling it one of the messiest betrayals in franchise history, and the friendship fallout is brutal. Meanwhile, over in Silverland, Stacy is officially hitting reverse. She's talking bust reduction, filler removal, and a full-on Makeunder era. Some fans are cheering, saying finally she'll look like herself again, while others are side-eyeing the never-ending surgeries and wondering if it's way too late to undo the brat-style damage. Then grab a tissue, because Omar and Avery just dropped the sweetest plot twist of all. After years of long distance, visa hell, and everyone saying their love story was impossible, they're standing at one of the holiest places on earth holding ultrasound photos. The fandom is calling them the realest couple left and a literal miracle. Across the world, Jenny and Sumit went from cute cafe dream to health inspector's nightmare when they opened in a prime location with no running water. From washing veggies with bathroom water to losing money trying to stay hygienic, they finally admitted how stressful it really was and moved the whole operation just to get an actual sink. And if that wasn't enough Jasmine for 1 week, she's also getting dragged for a shady twin pregnancy post, sharing an ultrasound and hinting at the first twins in the family, while bloggers accuse her of grifting for Facebook bonus money and fans call her the biggest troll on the planet. And finally, Anfisa is back in soft launch mode, posing in a bikini beside a shirtless, unidentified mystery man. No tags, no face, just enough to send Reddit into a full investigation spiral over who her new guy is and whether she's gearing up for a chaotic TLC comeback. If you love this kind of messy, unfiltered reality TV tea, hit like, smash that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you don't miss what drops next. All right, let's start where it all exploded. Loren's private messages exposed by Elizabeth and Andre. On the latest 90-day chaos, Loren's most vulnerable messages about her marriage to Alexei didn't stay between friends. Elizabeth talked, Andre amplified, and now the fandom is saying this might be one of the messiest betrayals we've ever seen on this franchise. We start with Loren doing what honestly a lot of people do, texting a friend in the middle of a rough patch. According to what's being discussed online, she was confiding in Elizabeth, not cameras, not producers, about feeling really shaky in her marriage with Alexei. We're talking body image issues, feeling like he might be bored at home and being worried about him going out to bars alone, allegedly wanting attention from younger, more attractive women. Now, in Loren's mind, that's heart-to-heart territory. That's bestie, I need to get this off my chest, don't repeat it territory. But then we hit the first big twist. Elizabeth brings those messages into the storyline. On camera, she claims that Loren has been texting her upset about Alexei, and she repeats the core of what was said, that he prefers going out alone, that he's allegedly seeking attention, that he's bored. Fans were already clutching their pearls at that point, because it's one thing to have a friend overshare your business privately with their spouse, it's another to watch it play out in front of millions. But then enter Andre. This is where it goes from messy friend moment to actual betrayal arc. Viewers say Andre somehow gets hold of those private messages, the text Loren sent to Elizabeth in confidence, and decides he's going to help himself to that tea and spill it on the show. So suddenly, it's no longer just Elizabeth paraphrasing, it's Loren's raw, real emotional words being dissected and reacted to by a whole cast, while she's sitting there looking blindsided. You can almost see on her face that moment of, wait, that was supposed to be between us. Social media went nuclear. Comment sections are full of people saying this crossed a huge line, not just reality TV drama, but a personal boundary about trust. One viewer said they would never repeat a friend's vent session to their spouse, let alone have their spouse weaponize it on camera. Others are calling out Andre specifically, saying this fits a pattern of him lighting a fire and then acting like he's just telling the truth while everyone else deals with the fallout. At the same time, people are revisiting Loren and Alexei's history. Some fans are reminding everyone of past scenes where Alexei allegedly made comments about her body during pregnancy, saying this isn't brand new tension. It's stuff she's clearly been carrying for a while. And that's why she may have opened up to Elizabeth, because she thought Elizabeth was a safe space. Others are turning the lens on Elizabeth, saying she absolutely played a part. Words like jealous, messy, and thirsty for storyline are being thrown around. A few even started comparing her facial expressions to public figures and memes, because of course the internet will meme everything. Over and over, one line keeps surfacing in the comments. Never put anything in writing you wouldn't want read out loud. And that's what this feels like. Not just a reality TV fight, but a friendship breaking in real time, with receipts, reaction shots, and a whole fandom watching it shatter. And just when you think the 90-day universe can't get any more unfiltered, someone else decides to literally hit reverse on their entire face and body. Keep it locked because up next we're talking Stacy Silva surprise Makeunder talk and whether the fandom is actually buying this new natural era. According to the latest posts and reports, Stacy has decided she's done chasing the super inflated look, at least for now. She's talking about reducing her bust size, dissolving fillers, and basically undoing years of tweaks and touch-ups that she and Darcey documented proudly all over social media. For longtime fans, this is whiplash. This is the same Stacy who, along with Darcey, turned cosmetic procedures into almost a storyline within a storyline, flying to clinics, filming from recovery beds, showing off each snatched update as if it were a victory lap. The twin brand was bigger lips, tighter faces, bigger busts, more contour, more everything. So when news breaks that Stacy wants to reverse some of it, people are stunned. And honestly, a lot of them are relieved. Comments are rolling in like, so glad if this is true. It was about time she and her sister realized how ridiculous these surgeries make them look. I bet she will look so much better with this more natural look. There's this whole wave of fans who genuinely seem excited to maybe see the Stacy underneath all the filters and filler, like they're finally getting the before after years of only seeing the after. But then the other side of the fandom shows up with the receipts, because in the same breath that people are praising her for scaling back, others are pointing out that she's not exactly quitting cold turkey. There's still talk of a fat transfer, a back lift, and more work scheduled. So now you've got skeptical comments like, I'm just skeptical that she's reversing things. We're saved for now. One fan flat out questioned whether the damage is even reversible at this point, calling her a surgical Bratz doll and wondering how much more her body can take. And that's a big theme in the backlash. Concern, but also judgment about the sheer number of times she has got under the knife. Some viewers say they respect Stacy's choice and just want her to be happy and healthy. Others think this is less about self-love and more about chasing the next wave of trends, that the natural look is just another aesthetic phase for her to perform online. And in the middle of that split, you've got a quieter group commenting, I'm just glad she got that reduction, focusing less on the drama and more on her comfort and health after years of extreme modifications. So right now, Stacy's Makeunder is doing exactly what every one of her makeovers did, sparking debate, dividing the fandom, and keeping her name trending. Are we witnessing the start of a genuinely softer, more natural Stacy, or is this just the next chapter in an endless loop of reinvention? Time and her next consultation will tell. From your side of the screen, though, it raises a bigger question. Is there ever a point where it's too late to
undo the image you built? Or is it never too late to finally feel like yourself?
Don't touch that dial, because while one 90-day star is trying to strip things back, another couple just added the biggest, sweetest upgrade to their love story. Right after this, we're heading straight into Omar and Avery's miracle baby news and why fans are calling it the purest storyline the franchise has left. These two have been through everything: distance, immigration delays, culture clashes, war-torn borders, endless airport goodbyes, and people constantly telling Avery she was crazy for sticking by Omar. They moved countries, rebuilt their lives from scratch, and did something almost no one on this franchise does. They quietly focused on faith, education, and each other instead of chasing spin-offs and attention. And now, after years of all that sacrifice, we see them standing together at one of the holiest places on earth, surrounded by thousands of worshipers, holding up black and white ultrasound photos like the receipts of a promise finally kept. Avery's face says everything. She's beaming, eyes full of tears, pressing the ultrasound close to her cheek. Omar is right beside her, steady, protective, looking like the proudest dad to be on the planet. The comments under those photos are just a tidal wave of love. Fans are calling them the realest couple, the strongest love story since David and Annie, and the only genuine pair left on the franchise. One fan wrote, "Avery stayed committed from day one. She deserves this miracle." Another added, "This couple didn't chase fame, they chased each other. And now look where love took them." People are also remembering the hard parts: the visa denials, the uncertainty of where they'd live, the constant judgment online. Viewers who watched them fight for years are saying this pregnancy feels like a full circle moment, like watching a storyline outgrow reality TV and become an actual life. This isn't just, "We're having a baby, yay, congrats." It's, "We pushed through every barrier and now we get to build a family in the stable, loving world we fought so hard to create." From the fandom's perspective, it's almost like a win for everyone who ever believed in them from day one. So I want to hear from you. Did this announcement make you emotional, or are you still side-eyeing every 90-day couple on autopilot? Keep it locked, because as one love story finds water in the desert, another 90-day couple is literally trying to run a cafe with no running water at all. Up next, we're diving into Jenny and Sumit's restaurant nightmare, bathroom sink veggies, and the costly lesson they learned the hard way. Before they ever flipped the open sign, Jenny and Sumit shopped around for locations. They wanted foot traffic, visibility, a prime spot that would look good on camera and pull in customers. The catch? The place they chose didn't have running water. At all. They decided to compromise. Small space, no water, in exchange for that golden location. At the time, it probably felt like, we'll figure it out later. But when later arrived, the reality was brutal. On their very first day, things spiraled. In one of the most talked about moments, Sumit walks in and sees his dad using bathroom water to wash vegetables. Yes, you heard that right. Water from the washroom being used in food prep. That's when the family drama slammed into the business drama. Sumit confronted his dad, tempers flared, and he ended up hurting his family's feelings on the literal first day of operations. What was supposed to be a celebratory opening turned into a fight about hygiene, respect, and who actually knew what they were doing. Jenny later admitted that they were all brand new at this, not just owning a cafe, but running one without basic infrastructure. Her quote pretty much summed it up: "None of us knew what we were doing." Meanwhile, Sumit realized that all his previous restaurant experience didn't fully prepare him for this. Cooking he could handle. Cooking plus logistics plus water hauling plus managing staff and family tensions in a tiny, cramped, waterless space. That was a whole different beast.
They tried to patch it up by buying hygienic water every single day, but that turned into a money pit. The cost of staying somewhat sanitary without a proper sink was eating into their profits, and it quickly became clear the perfect location wasn't worth the constant stress or the financial bleed. So, after learning the lesson the hard way, Sumit and Jenny revealed they'd moved the cafe to a new place, this time with actual running water and a real sink. Fans were weirdly relieved, not just for hygiene reasons, but because it proved the cafe wasn't just a fake storyline. The business is still going, just in a more functional, less terrifying space. For viewers, it's a rare case of reality TV showing the messy, unglamorous side of following your dream. It's contracts, compromises, and sometimes realizing you cannot, in fact, run a food business off bathroom tap water. So now I want to know, are you impressed they stuck it out and fixed the problem? Or do you think they never should have opened those doors without a working sink in the first place? Stick around, because if you thought that dare was the wildest stunt of the week, wait till you hear how Jasmine tried to turn a twin pregnancy into her next big payday. We're heading straight into the Jasmine Pineda clickbait scandal. Fake out ultrasounds, Facebook money, and fans calling her the ultimate grifter. Out of nowhere, Jasmine drops an ultrasound photo on Facebook with a jaw-dropping caption. First twins in the family ever. Big emotional hook, right? Pregnancy, twins, history-making moment. It has all the ingredients to go instantly viral. Then she edits the caption to say it would actually be the second time because Matt is also a twin, and still, she never clearly confirms who the ultrasound even belongs to. Is it her? Is it someone else? Is it old? Is it real? She doesn't say. Meanwhile, fans who already know Jasmine has a long history of attention-grabbing posts start putting the pieces together. A blogger, Shabuti, calls it out directly, saying she's part of Facebook's monetized content creators program and is likely trying to crank up views and engagement to hit her monthly bonuses. Basically, this isn't a pregnancy reveal, it's a paycheck stunt. Fans also point out that if Jasmine really was pregnant with twins, TLC and the official 90-day pages would be blasting it everywhere. Instead, it's just sitting on her personal Facebook with a vague caption and zero confirmation. One of the shadiest details, people claim she removed the identifying info on the ultrasound image, the part that would show whose scan it actually is. That, plus the lack of clarity in the caption, has viewers convinced this was engineered specifically to make people click, comment, and share, not to share genuine news. In the comments, the gloves are off. You've got people saying things like, "I'm never amazed at how low she stoops. She's the biggest troll on the planet." Others flat out call her a grifter, accusing her of using pregnancy and even twins as bait for views. And because she's already been making multiple controversial dramatic posts lately, a lot of fans feel like this is just the latest in a long line of cry wolf moments from Jasmine. So now the big question isn't, is Jasmine pregnant with twins? It's, has she finally crossed the line where no one believes anything she posts anymore? From where you're sitting, is this just classic reality TV trolling? Or did Jasmine go way too far by using something as sensitive as a twin pregnancy for clicks and coins? And just when you think the 90-Day universe might be done serving chaos for the week, one of the franchise's most infamous gold diggers quietly soft launches a brand new man. Keep it locked, because next we're diving into Anfisa's mystery poolside boyfriend, hidden face, and all the theories about her big romantic comeback. A Reddit thread just blew up after a user said they spotted a new photo on Anfisa's account. She's in a bikini, he's shirtless, and they're in a swimming pool together. No tag, no face shot, no cutesy caption confirming anything. They're both turned away from the camera, but the vibe is very, we're on vacation, and yes, I'm with someone. For a lot of fans, this is a full circle moment. Remember, Anfisa and Jorge's marriage was one of the most explosive we've ever seen on 90 Day. Screaming matches, money fights, accusations of her being a gold digger, his drug-related charges, prison time, and then their incredibly bitter split. She was always honest about wanting a wealthy partner, and he clearly thought he could keep up, until he couldn't. The OP on Reddit says they followed Anfisa since her very first season and immediately rushed to share the news once they saw this mystery man appear. The big question, is he just a fling, a long-term boyfriend, maybe even a husband she hasn't revealed yet? Nobody knows because, again, no tag, no face, no details. That hasn't stopped the speculation machine. Some commenters think she's definitely upgraded and is now with a rich, low-profile guy who doesn't want the TLC spotlight. Others are joking that this is the trailer for Anfisa, the sequel, predicting she's going to return to TV with an even messier storyline. People are also revisiting her history, the iconic red makeup bag, her blunt, I want what I want attitude, and how she sometimes managed to out-argue even Jasmine and Larissa when it came to pure drama. One critic even said they want all three of them together for the bloodiest bitch fight in franchise history. For now, though, this pool photo is all we've got. Just enough to confirm she's not alone and just vague enough to keep everyone obsessed. Whether she's quietly dating, secretly married, or just testing the waters before another public relationship, one thing is clear. Anfisa knows exactly how to drop breadcrumbs and let the internet do the rest. So what do you think? Is she soft-launching Mr. Right, Mr. Rich, or just her next reality TV disaster? And just when you think the 90-day world can't get any more unhinged, another cast member is literally on his knees sucking Jasmine Pineda's dirty toes for a dare. Stick around, because next we're diving into Matt, Jasmine, and the toe-sucking challenge that had viewers putting their forks down mid-dinner. The cast decides to keep the chaos going with a playful game. Matt picks dare because clearly he has never watched the show before. Brandon, not missing a chance to traumatize everyone, tells him he has to suck a toe. Just a toe. Enter Jasmine. The second she hears the word toe, she practically leaps in, campaigning to be the chosen one. She reminds everyone she has a foot thing, she's extra, and she clearly wants this moment. Matt, however, is begging her to at least wash her feet first. He's like, can you please just rinse them? And Jasmine flat out refuses. She literally says she hasn't washed them and has been walking around, going to the bathroom, doing who knows what, and somehow that just makes her more excited. She whips off her sock, sticks out her big toe, and demands that Matt suck it. The cast is already half screaming, half laughing. Matt finally gives in, leans down, and does it. He actually sucks Jasmine's toe. Instant regret. He bolts for the bathroom, trying not to throw up, and later describes the taste as salty, which is exactly what no one needed to hear while eating dinner. The rest of the cast is losing it, viewers at home are abandoning their meals, and Jasmine is just cackling, bragging about how dirty her feet were the entire time. So now the big question. Is this top-tier reality TV chaos, or the exact moment the franchise officially went too far?